All those scenes and many more snowy scenes were created inside this Kmart. Hi, welcome to Our Side of the Story with me, J.B. Holbert. On this video, we're going deep into the snow and how it's made for the movies. We'll show you the things we tried, the things that failed, the tricks that succeeded, and much more. So bundle up. We're going to take you inside a 70-degree room and make it snow. Our movie Hazel is the story of a brave North Dakota girl that saves her siblings in a horrible blizzard. We knew that the snow was going to be a major character in this movie. We knew we had to get it right. For those of you that don't know where we are, we're in North Dakota, so you wouldn't think snow would be that big a problem. Whew, let me tell you that it is, because you just can't count on Mother Nature to deliver the amount you need on the day you need it. Cold and moisture also creates all kinds of challenges for camera equipment and people, so we knew we had to do this inside. We had rented a vacated old Kmart building to turn into a studio. We decided to dedicate one corner of that building to a snowscape. We knew that we would need dimension and layers, so we went to work building that. Snowscape. I don't know if that's a word or term that really existed, but that's what we came to call our snowy filming area. I had built some hills for a model railroad as a kid, but nothing life-size, and we'd need to add trees and all kinds of props. This was going to be a challenge. But first, what were we going to use for snow? I started looking at snow everywhere. Menards had a Christmas display that looked pretty good. Dan Belinsky, our director, said that believable snow in a movie scene is a combination of flakes in the air and haze and fog. I went to a Ripley's 4D theater in Gatlinburg, Tennessee that had a snowmobile race. At one point, snow blew on you as you watched. It really created the look of snow in the theater. When it was over, I found the manager, and she explained it was a light soap sud that a machine spit out. I found a snow machine maker at a theme park show and got a pretty cool demo. That might work in the air, but we couldn't cover the ground with soap suds and expect everyone to walk around. Also, we were going to have horses on this set. Soap would be dangerous for crew and animals. We were learning there had to be airborne snow, big and fluffy flakes, small blizzard flakes, snow that could be made into snowballs, and accumulating snow that could cover the ground and the buildings. At this point, we weren't sure what we were going to actually use for snow. We had heard that Home Alone had used potato flakes. That was a great movie. If it was good enough for them, maybe it was good enough for us. We quickly moved away from that. Potato flakes are kind of yellow. Who wants a movie filled with yellow snow? We decided to call in the professionals, snow business. Yes, there is such a thing as a company that specializes in fake snow. If you've seen a movie that had snow in it, chances are the snow business people made the snow. From Star Wars to Bridget Jones' Diary, they've done it all. They sent us samples of a variety of types of snow. Here you can see Dan explaining the various types of snow. Snow that floats in the air, snow that accumulates on the ground, snow that can be made into a snowball. Pretty much every kind of snow you might need for a movie. Now it was time to give it a whirl. We were actually going to see a camera. We'd been working on this film for 4 months and hadn't seen anything filmed. A few things were made clear during our test shot. We were going to need more snow and more space. By the time you have a camera, lighting, snowmaking equipment, fans, crew, and actors, the place was full. And we had scenes ahead of us with buildings and horses and horse-drawn sleighs. This is where I have to point out Daniel Belinsky's amazing just get her done attitude. Nothing seemed to scare him. No task was too big or impossible. He said, make it bigger. I said, how much bigger? He said, 5 times bigger. We went to work. About this time, we were joined by Greg Lucas. Greg had grown up in Bismarck and had recently returned to his hometown after a lifetime career as a set designer for many major studios like Disney. Greg brought an amazing ability to build scale models, so we knew what we were aiming for. Then all we had to do was scale them up to life size. I don't know if he'd specifically worked on a snowscape before, but he knew what it would take to create a snowy North Dakota blizzard on a set. In addition to the snowscape where close-ups of the snow would be filmed, we had to prepare another area for vast, snowy outdoor scenes. This would be accomplished with a combination of sets we built and the newly arrived LED volume wall. Volume walls are the latest in film production technology. They are made with hundreds or thousands of interconnected LED screens. Unlike green screens, where the actor has to imagine what the special effects artist will add in later, LED volume walls show the image in real time so everyone from the actor to the cameraman sees the special effects setting as it's being shot. When you combine the volume wall with buildings and props, the result is a set that easily allows the actors to immerse themselves in the scene. We'll have another episode on the many uses of the LED volume wall, so make sure you tap that follow button. Now comes the snow. And did it come? The fact that we were unloading a semi-truck of artificial snow and artificial snow making equipment from California in the winter in North Dakota was more than ironic. Snow to be blowing, rolls of special white fabric to cover the structures we were building, different gauges of shredded product to work as airborne snow, machines that would send snow in the air and make the foam type snow we also needed. Along with the snow from California came snow business veteran James.
Hello.
James, the snow guy. Tell me what you just said. You're going to work on these sculptures?
Yeah, work on the sculptures. Basically wrap this blanket over the top of them, mold it in, all the enclaves and stuff, and make them look nice.
All right, very cool.
That's the plan.
James had worked on many feature films and knew how to make snow like no other. He quickly snagged one of our best carpenters as his assistant, and he was in business. Snow business. As filming days neared, we began bringing the sets we had built into position in front of the volume wall. In addition to the buildings, we would need set pieces to break up the foreground. Pieces like swing sets, sleighs, tools, weeds, barrels, haystacks. Here's a great example. We built this haystack from 2x4s, then covered it with chicken wire, then covered that with landscape hay fabric, the stuff you cover fresh grass seed with. Then James and Anthony sprayed it with artificial snow. Here James applies the fake snow, which is getting blown through the bigger white hose. The blue hose is adding a little bit of water to the mix so the fake snow sticks to the vertical surfaces. Anthony is loading the hopper, or crendel as it's called, named for its inventor. Anthony keeps it loaded and stirred so it doesn't bunch up in the hopper. One other tidbit about artificial snow: it doesn't melt. Getting it off us became a nightly ritual. We will be shaking fake snow off set pieces for many years to come. It will always remind us of the fun we had making it snow inside a North Dakota Kmart. I hope you enjoyed our side of the story of snowmaking for the movies. If you have questions, ask us in the comments. We'll do our best to answer them. And please, don't forget to follow us. Following really does help our channel. And with each episode, we hope we can show you our side of the story. Thanks for joining us.